Communal narcissism is very interesting. It's a relatively new construct in the field. It came around 2003 is when I started reading some of the first papers by a guy named Gebauer. I think he was at the University of Munich at the time. And I loved the work. I thought it was absolutely compelling because it was this idea that there were people out there who were going to get their narcissistic supply, not through the usual, look at me, I'm so great, I'm going to do things so people tell me I'm great, but by doing good deeds, by being perceived as saviors, by being perceived as grand rescuers, humanitarians. So the communal narcissist is a person who gets their narcissistic supply, their praise, their admiration, their awe, by doing these good deeds. And that's the motivation for doing the good deeds, not the good deed in and of itself, not because you care about a refugee group, not because you care about the plight of animals, but because you want to be viewed as a good dude. And so that's the communal narcissist. Now, what gets interesting, like with all forms of narcissism, all narcissism is on a spectrum. It's not an either or, from mild to severe. All of mental health is on a spectrum. There's no such thing as a black and white dichotomy in mental health. It's mild to severe, mild to severe. And what's interesting with communal narcissism, at the lowest ends, it's sort of like you're more like Instagram saviors. Like, look at me, I'm saving the world. But, like they're cleaning up the beach in their bikini. And I'm like, is this about how attractive you are? Is this about really trying to save the environment? Like, it really is about, are we talking about apps or are we talking about trash in the street? Like, what are we talking about? But they want the validation. Like, what a cool person you are for spending your weekend saving elephants. They're relatively harmless. They're moderately ridiculous, but they do get angry if people don't give them a big bravo for how humanitarian they are. You take communal narcissism all the way to the severe end of the spectrum, you're talking about a cult leader. These are now people who are saying, I have the answer to the universe. I know everything. I know you better than you. They'll bring people into cultic systems. They will completely, separate them from their sense of self and their sense of self-worth, have no problem doing it, and tell them that they're doing them a good thing the whole time. That's, to me, your severe cult leader, or I think all cult leader, forget severe. A cult leader is really probably where communal and malignant narcissism come together.